Today, we're doing how to sound like Sum 41. Let's go.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them, and knowing how to change the things you've been through. I feel I've come to realize how fast life can be compromised. Step back to see what's going on. I can't believe what's happened to you. What's happened to you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Very excited to go through this one today, how to sound like Sum 41. I think there's a couple of really cool little things that I've used in this track that I think you guys can take away to help yourself with your own productions. And yeah, let's get into it. I think let's just start with the beginning here. We've got the beginning riff, and I recorded this on my telly, as you know. Used that on everything, and we've got our amplitude, trusted amplitude. It's the, I just loaded up the Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, just how it comes out of the box. I put on a noise gate and an overdrive, and that is it. It's just the Mesa cab as well. And if you guys want to look up the guitar tab to how to play it, just go into, ultimate tabs or ultimate guitar, whatever the case is. But out the gate, yeah, we start with some drums and some guitar. I found the MIDI for the drums online, which really, really helps. I don't have to program everything myself. And it starts out like this. There's the classic opening there. And what else are we going on? So the drums are coming from Modern and Massive, of course. Just pretty much the best drum library that's out there at this point. I think it's just the detail. And it's absolutely beautiful as well, the interface. The preset I've got here is called Organic Oomph. This is perfect for that, early 2000s kind of pop punk thing. And what processing have I got on here? I've got a little bit of 1176 slow attack, very fast release, just 4 ratio. I don't think I'm getting much gain reduction on here. Let's have a listen. Like 3 dBs. That's on. Off. On. It just glues the whole kit together, brings up a bit of that room, brings up a bit of the cymbals. Really, really nice. What else have I got on here? A little bit of EQ separation here. Not as much low mid dip as I use on like other kind of music, like more alternative rock and stuff. Just a bit of a boost in the bass, in the kick drum, and a bit of separation with the snare fundamental and kick. That's on. Or just giving it a little bit more low-end clarity. Okay. What am I doing on the EQ with the guitars? Let's have a look. With the riff guitar, with the lead guitar. Okay. So just getting rid of a bit of those whistle frequencies there and a bit of low mids as well. Just cleaning up the low mids. And then we go into the, sort of like the theme where everything comes in, all the instruments come in. I've got some bass guitar here. I just got the new punk bass. Let's have a look and see. Really, really nice punk bass library. Sounds great. I've got it on the dirty channel, which just introduces a bit of distortion. So that sounds like this. Okay, So just introducing some more grit into the tone. And then as for the processing, I've got some R bass on here. This is doing a lot at frequency of 61. Let's just take off the processing here. Let's just take off R bass. This is without R bass. And now with. Off. Making a massive difference. We just need a lot more kind of that low end sub. You can see it on the EQ here. I'm just taking off a little bit of the pick attack. Let's have a look with the frequency analyzer here with the R bass off. Let's start with it off. Now on. It's a lot more sub there. It's a lot more powerful. A lot more powerful. And then we've got some 1176 here. I don't think it's doing too much. Medium attack, super fast release. This is off. And then on. So it just brings it a little bit more forward in the mix, glues everything together, gets some level out of it, and I think that it just sounds great. With the drum tone here from Modern and Massive with the bass, it's just the perfect rhythm section. Let's listen. Solid, sounds great. And then as for the guitars, we've got some rhythm guitar here, and the lead continues. Let's listen to the guitars here. So on the rhythm guitars, I believe I've got roughly the same thing going on here. Yep, it's the same Mesa, exactly the same settings as the lead. So I've double tracked it, just some power chords following the root notes and panned them hard left, hard right. It's going into a guitar bus here. Let's see what we have got going on the guitar bus. Again, just some cleaning up some whistle frequencies, a little bit of low mid cleanup. And then when we go into the palm muted section, I've got some dynamic EQ just taming those lows. Because when you palm mute a guitar, the lows really come up when you get a peak in the low. So it's just taming the low end when we go into the palm mutes. Let's go into the palm mutes here so we can see that in action. Let's open back up the have a look. Okay, so just taming the signal, making sure the lows just don't get too out of control. That's pretty much it for the guitar bus. I didn't really need to do any brightening with any SSLs and stuff like that. This is what everything sounds like together. Really solid backing track there. It's just about getting the levels right. It's nothing too complicated though. For the vocals, I think this is where it gets really interesting because I didn't sing these vocals. It's just too, even though my guitar's tuned down a little bit, it was just out of my range. I just couldn't sing it. So what I did was I used a vocal synthesis plugin, a new instrument by, I think it's called Dreamtonic, called Synthesizer V2, where you literally just play. You can type your words out and put the MIDI in, and it literally sings it for you. I've imported the audio here. I will open up the Dreamtonic synthesis. I mean, you use it in as a standalone. You can use it as a VST plugin, but it's just a bit clunky when you use it as a VST. So I used it as a standalone. So I'll actually show you what that looks like in a second, but let's go through what the vocals sound like, and I'll go through some vocal processing as well. Here's the vocal soloed.
Everybody's got their problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them, and knowing how to change the things you've been through. I feel I've come to realize how fast life can be compromised. Step back to see what's going on. I can't believe what's happened to you.
I think that's pretty amazing how far technology has come. It did take me a little bit of a while to draw in all the MIDI notes and put in all the words and stuff, but I think it sounds really good. Let's see what processing is on the vocal. So we've got our trusted friend here, the 1176. Sort of medium to slow attack, fast release. I'm going to take off everything else here.
Everybody's got the problems.
It's on.
Everybody says the same thing to you.
Off.
It's just a matter how you solve them. And knowing how to change the things you've been through. I feel I've come.
So it really brings the vocal very much forward. Let me take off the effects like the delay and the reverb for now. Just brings the vocal massively forward. Then I've got some EQ here. What's doing it? Just cleaning up a little bit of the mids and boosting a little bit of the highs, and also using this as a de-esser at the same time. Let's listen.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them. And knowing how to change the things you've been through. I feel I've come to realize how.
Really, really nice in dynamic mode here. Love that. And then I've just, because I recorded this quite quickly, I didn't tune my guitar perfectly. So what I've done is I've just tuned the vocals, all of them up 15 cents, because my guitar was like 15 cents, out of keys. So that's just to make sure that the vocals will bang on in tune. There's nothing wrong with the synthesizer V2. It's my guitar tuning. So I've got a couple of effects here. As you know, there's like the delay throws. I just copied the vocals over and filtered them in the parts where I needed them to be filtered. Just do a little telephone effect. And I've just stereo widened it with the Haas effect. And again, the same processing with the 1176 and the Pro Q and all of that.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you.
And the vocals are going into a couple of effects here. So we've got a studio delay here from Cubase, so I believe it's on 1/4, just a little bit of filtering, not crazy things going on here. Let's just mute the reverb for now. This is just vocals with the delay.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just
Okay, just giving it a little bit of space and then putting it in a room with some Valhalla vintage verb. It's the concert hall. You guys can copy these settings. Nothing crazy going on here.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them.
And then everything goes into a vocal group here. I've just gritted it up a bit with some distortion. It's mixed only to like 40%, so it's not doing a crazy amount, but it's just gritting the vocals up a bit to just give it a little bit of bite onto it. This is with the distortion off.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them.
So obviously there is a volume difference there, but it's just giving some more harmonic content there to match the power of the other instruments. And then I believe we've got some more dynamic EQ on the group here, cleaning up some of the lows, lower mids, and again just a bit of the highs.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you.
Really nice to just level out your vocal a bit. And then some multi-band. The C4s are amazing for this. Again, just broad strokes, getting more level out of each frequency band so we can get a powerful upfront sound of the vocal. This is with it on.
Everybody's got the problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them. And knowing how to change the things you've been through.
On.
I feel I've come to realize how fast life can be compromised. Step back to see what's going on. I can't believe what's happened to you.
Very nice. That just, can you hear how much more forward in the mix this this multi-band compressor makes? Makes a huge difference. And especially when we go into the chorus, which I'll show you in a second, where we have doubled vocals and harmonies, it's really important that when all of your vocals stack up, because we're doing doubles and harmonies, it's very important to have some multi-band there on the bus, on the vocal bus, to make sure that each frequency band doesn't get too out of control and that everything is controlled. Okay, let's play it through to where the chorus comes in. In fact, we'll go from like where the second verse is.
With all these pictures running through my mind, knowing endless consequences, I feel so useless in this. Get back, step back and dance for me. I can't believe part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure. Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure anymore.
So what am I doing here? So again, using the Synthesizer V Pro, in the program, which I'll show you at the end of the video, you can actually add voices. So it's like giving a chorus effect. That sounds like this.
Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly.
Really, really cool. And I've doubled it with the vocal. I did it. I just dropped it an octave just to give it some help at the bottom end.
Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly.
Perfect. I've also got the lead vocal going to this cloner. So it's like a doubler. Just to spread it even wider. And then I've got some harmonies going on here as well.
'Cause I don't know if it's for sure.
This is it by itself.
'Cause I don't know if it's for sure.
Again, with the 3 voices in Synthesizer V2 Pro, and it's got the same processing. I'm just using the Haas effect here to make it super wide. All goes again into the vocal bus through the distortion. Let's have a look and see on the multiband when everything's playing from the vocals. You'll see that it's really giving us a lot of leveling.
'Cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure.
And also making sure that the high end here is also tamed. So it's like an auto de-esser, making sure that just everything across the board is just leveled, and making sure that vocal is as upfront and present as possible. Let's listen to the chorus again here. I'm also lifting up the guitars a little bit to just give it more impact. I felt like the vocal actually was just a tiny bit soft, but I did raise it up here. Let's have another listen. Let's have a listen.
Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure. Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure anymore.
Very cool. These are all the vocals in the chorus without any music.
Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure. Part of me.
So we're using the dynamic EQ here just to tame some of mids, low mids, and again the C4 band across the whole frequency spectrum. Sounds really, really nice. I'm gonna have to resort to Synthesizer V2 Pro when I can't actually sing, but this is fun. I think it gives it some insight into what's possible, even if it's just, if you guys are doing demos and sketching, you guys can lay out a vocal idea, and then you can pass it on to your vocalist or your clients or whatever, and you can sort of convey the idea that you're going after. I think it's just a really handy tool. Not that this is meant to replace vocalists. I sincerely don't, hope not, and I don't think it will. But it's really nice, I think, just to to have as a tool to sketch out ideas and stuff like that. Especially if I can't sing a part, it just helps me create better content and get a vocal in there. So that's pretty much Sum 41, the Hell song. Please let me know which next band we should look at. Drop a like, a comment. Please subscribe, and let's quickly go through. I'll just show you a little snippet of how Synthesizer V2 Pro works. Okay, so here we are in Synthesizer V Studio 2 Pro, bit of a weird name, and let's go through the verse. So I programmed this in. Takes a little bit of a while, and I also imported the backing track here on the bottom so that I had a reference to work with. Let's have a look here.
Everybody's got their problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them. And knowing how to change the things you've been through. I feel I've come to realize how fast life can be compromised. Step back to see what's going on. I can't believe what's happened to you.
And that's it. That's how I did the vocals. Again, it's just a really fun tool to use. If you can't do the vocals yourself, again, just using it as a tool. So I'll definitely use it in future tracks if I can't do the vocals myself. I think it's just a nice insight into how we can write more demos, get more music finished, and send it out to clients and vocalists who might want to jump on some music. And just something a little bit different for today, going into something different. So you guys let me know what you think of the video, which band I should do next, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.